Hey there, fellow bookworms, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Norland, Episode 6, Learn and Grow. The new scaffold, I'm only going to hire 2 executioners, and I'm also going to actively terrorize Kaiden. The Varn hate the Kaiden. Kaiden are sort of like the most barbaric barbarians. And I'm going to actively persecute the Kaiden in order to keep Kaiden from immigrating. And it's also going to make all the Varn happy as a result. I know, it doesn't seem nice, but that's just part of the Varn values. And I'm not trying to make the Varn anything but themselves. So we're going to have our executioners actively terrorize the Kaiden. And then as a result, you'll see moods go up for all the Varn, which is odd, but that's just the way it works. So Kleb's doing the remainder of his inspections during work hours. So I'm going to have him do one more inspection. And then I'm going to have him deal with the vagabonds that are in the kingdom, which will also terrorize the peasants. So the way terror works, and maybe I should actually read the help document, because it's a somewhat of a complex mechanic. Unjustified executions and punishments cause a sense of terror among the population. Since characters of different social classes usually do not communicate with one another, terror among the peasants usually does not cause fear among the lords, and terror among the lords go unnoticed by the peasants. You can also carry out terror against a specific culture if they threaten you with rebellion, and this will inspire the culture that hates them. For example, Kaiden peasants are pleased if you terrorize the Varn, and vice versa. The positive thought of terrorizing a hated culture is so strong that this action is one of the best tools for creating loyalists. So yeah, I am actively terrorizing the Kaiden, which might create loyalists out of the Varn. And the other thing I can do, now that it is after hours, I don't really want to interrupt Kleb and Averen's date, so I might wait till after their date. But I was going to have Kleb punish the 3. Oh, and one of the vagabonds in the city is Kaiden, so I might even execute the Kaiden and then punish the others. All right, so let's try to find these vagabonds. So they're dressed differently than the peasants, which makes them slightly easier to identify. And with that said, I am not having any luck actually identifying them. When they're in a big crowd like this, sometimes they blend in. So here's a bandit who's Kaiden. Perfect. Action. Punish. Execution. Bye-bye now. So Kleb takes the Kaiden bandit and swing! He dead. Terror amongst the peasants. When a scaffold is assigned to state terror, executioners begin to undertake, without evidence, the punishment of various individuals, starting with all vagabonds, and then unemployed, and then finally ordinary peasants. A strong negative thought affects 3 acquaintances of the punished character. Average happiness and migration will decrease, unhappy peasants will not become vagabonds, and vagabonds will not become cutthroats. So, terror relates to sort of enforcement of law and order. The thing about that is, this vagabond was both Kaiden and guilty, so everyone kind of enjoyed watching him die. I picked a good target. So let's go ahead and try to find the other vagabonds, because there's a cutthroat and a vagabond active. So here is the bandit, the vagabond, and I'm gonna make him wear a mask of shame. And then there's one more over Oh no, that was the dead one. I'll find the cutthroat soon. Cutthroats are even more dangerous. They're like bandits with weapons. So forcing this guy to wear a mask of shame, people will basically get to bully him all day long, and will reform him so that he becomes a productive member of our society yet again. And now I have to find the cutthroat. Come on, cutthroat, where are you? Probably like off in the woods trying to murder people. Oh, in the temple? Oh yeah, he's in the temple. Alright, punish mask of shame. Yoink! Alright, economic report. Made gold. Okay, now with the scaffolds, I've managed to reduce the amount of crime in our town to 0. And as you can see, people are free to beat up the Mask of Shame to people. So this guy wearing the Mask of Shame is getting just like... I think he just got punched by our priest. I could be wrong. I kind of missed who was punching him. But as you can see, everybody just takes licks on him. Right? So we just gave him a facial injury as a result from being, he got punched in the nose or something. So it's a pretty good way to make sure that people behave, and then as a result, there will be occasionally terror amongst the peasants if it was, like, here. So Grozo over here had some sort of relationship with those that were being punished, so he has a negative mood modifier of terror. It does reduce your migration, but law and order, you know, you have to balance migrants and law and order, and in some cases it's worth just making sure that you have people behaving. Foreign trade report, made gold. Alright, we're sitting on a pretty good amount of rutabaga, 154 now, so we should have enough to feed ourselves. We don't have a lot of milling going on, so I'm going to upgrade the mill from level 1 to level 2 so that we have enough flour. Because in terms of our finances, flour costs 4 a unit, and rutabaga costs 3. So most people would prefer to eat flour over rutabaga. So ramping up the amount of flour that we grow and the amount of flour that we offer up our populace, they will be... as they become wealthier, they will have access to higher level foods. Oh, and Averin just got intelligence level 9, so she's going to be able to more capably study correct cutting. This also leads me to another game mechanic, which is that the farm fields eventually will have to get revitalized, and they get revitalized by burning wood on the soil. So soon we're going to have a huge amount of wood needed to revitalize those fields. So stockpiling a whole bunch of wood for that will be ideal. And also making sure that the lumber mills that I have updated orders, because outdated orders are a huge penalty. Kleb is not so happy. Oh, a new battle. Oh, so this is the other bandit battle. So let's fight this one too. And then we'll have our mercenaries get home. They have 1 bowman, 3 melee, so I'm just going to rush them just like last time. Oh, one of my guys is unconscious. And then another one is, like, disarmed, so that's, like, not ideal. We should still win with our superior martial skill and equipment. Yep. A little costly. And the Enchantment King's happy about that, and now we're going to be on the long march home. Someone started a fight? What the warning about the fight disappeared so quickly, I'm not even sure who it was. Alright. Kleb's in a relatively bad mood, and if you stay in a bad mood long enough, you end up getting a nervous breakdown. So I'm going to make sure that he doesn't stay in a bad mood. He was mostly just really hungry, and he just ate. So he'll be fine. Oh, there are forest bandits in my territory. So once the mercenaries get home, I'll probably have them redeploy out to deal with the forest bandits. Which also means, making sure that I have plenty of, my troops, have time to recover and they have weapons to fight. I've been so busy policing other people's territories that I haven't actually policed my own. Ooh, the capital of Sparksville has successfully been attacked by the army of Dust Valley. So Dust Valley just attacked Sparksville. They, really don't like one another. Maka hates Tanaya, which is important to note. So I already have an alliance between Varn and Maka, so incorporating Tanaya in the alliance would be very challenging. Alright, the farm soil over here is depleted, and in order to replenish it, we'll have to burn a whole lot of wood. Which is what they're doing now. Alright, Kleb, please do your inspections. A new prophecy. So this is, so what prophecies are, for those familiar with RimWorld, prophecies are sort of like, difficult events on the horizon that you're warned about from the matriarchy, provided that you actually have a good relationship with the matriarchy, as hurdles to overcome. So one of these strange sects that believe in consuming nectar brings them closer to Holy Sophia will decide to move to your city after being expelled from their previous location. For 5 days, an additional 3 to 7 nectar-dependent fanatics will arrive in your city daily. Moreover, all of them will belong to the culture Kaiden. Oh! Okay. We're gonna have mass Kaiden nectar addict executions. Yeah! I like this this prophecy. This works for me. Just lopping off heads. That's what we're gonna be doing. We were right to hate the Kaiden, clearly. Alright, daily statistics. Average mood of the warrior is rather low. But apart from that, everyone's fine. Kleb is in a bad mood, and a lot of that is a result of not having things to drink. Where are you going? Oh, the Dust King's leaving, buddy. Well, I guess you're saying goodbye. He's kind of faster than you. I don't think you're going to be able to say goodbye. So, how about you go... Yeah, see, he left. You, like, chased him down. Let's have you go spend time with your wife. Are you stuck? You're waiting for someone? Come on, get moving. I might want to save and load just because it looks... Oh, you know what? I think Colin is heading over to talk to him. Yeah, alright, that's what's going on. He's waiting for Colin. Alright, so my goal right now is to cheer up Kleb. King Kleb. And I just activated some trade as well. So I had Kleb and Averin spend some time together, and they're going on a date. Oh! Tahut's coming back. And, the trader's coming back. Hopefully, my army will return home soon enough that I can sell the prisoners. Where is my army? They're home in 8 hours. No, they're not going to be home enough to sell their prisoners, I don't think. Alright, you're eating rutabaga. That's not going to make you that much happier. And you're drinking moonshine. That's not going to make you super happy either. But at least you're out of your depression. Alright, so let's go ahead and trade with the trader. The prisoner caravan's not going to get home in time. We owe 236 tax on warriors. That's 2 weeks worth. Because we didn't trade with the last... Or 2 days worth or whatever. We didn't trade with the last time they were here. I'll sell some moonshine to cover our costs. And... herbs. Oh, Kleb's trade just hit 10. Good. We'll be better at that. I'm going to have a wise conversation with Averin in order to try to exchange knowledge between them. Although Averin just lost consciousness because she is drunk or something. She's exhausted. Man, Kleb and Colin are not getting along here. I might want to work towards that as well. Actually, no, they have a pretty good relationship. They just tease each other from time to time. But it's all in all in the green. That's good. So the priority still is learn new books, and we really haven't done a lot of, we haven't put a lot of effort into that because we are entertaining so many dignitaries and managing relationships and, oh, but Kleb just acquired the knowledge of temple from Averin, so at least there was some knowledge exchange. That's good. I'm gonna have you guys decide on a larger goal. What to prioritize. Learning new books, building stronger relationships, growing the city to the first ambition, or other viewer suggestions. Oh, actually, there's one more that I could add. Maximizing mood. So, there's the poll. And you guys can decide on what is most important to you. Alright, my relationship with Wind Peak, very good. 59. Dust Valley, 58. And Starstream, 47. Starstream, how do you feel about Crystal Light? 49. And they feel pretty positively. So it's going to be hard to break up this alliance here. It's not going to be so hard to break up Stardale and Moon Lake because they kind of hate one another. So I'm just thinking about like future plotting to grow our alliance. Any second now, our army will return home, and then I'll have them rest up and then go deal with the bandits that are within our region. So here's the squad with the gold loot and prisoners. And I think this time around, I am not going to be freeing the prisoners. As they have not become productive members of our society, we've just had to deal with them. So I'll probably just sell them and have someone else have to deal with that. Do I have to break them up or try to add them to an alliance? So here, if I wanted to invite a Crystallite to an alliance, I can't, because they are not an independent, they are an alliance head. So in order to add either Crystallite or Starstream to the alliance, I need to have them break up their alliance. So you can't annex an alliance by an alliance. Macklin, thank you for the resub too. And you're welcome. Wow, that's a lot of negative, Oh, what's his torturous desire? Intimacy? Okay. Sounds like we're gonna need a date with Aberin soon. It's on a 5-hour cooldown? Alright. I'll have to wait 5 hours then. Unless they decide to go on a date themselves. So, in terms of my army... let's take a look at the condition of my combatants. So 4 injuries and a facial injury. And also a concussion. Yeah, so I think they need some rest. You have, you're a terror victim? Wait, what? I didn't victimize you. You must have had a relationship with them. You have 3 injuries. So, yeah, the bandits that are in my territory are going to have to wait. Because I have a pretty beat-up army right now that needs some R&R. In fact, one has an eye loss. So, Diva here... this one's Diva, I think? Diva, I am going to release from servitude. Because they have a debilitating injury that they're not going to be able to recover from. Pleb, you are really in a bad mood, huh? One of the issues that I'm having is, alright, he has mild hunger. I can have him go eat bread instead of rutabaga, because bread is available in the market. Why are you eating rutabaga? Dynasty. Yeah, there was... okay, oh well. It's too late now. We're getting new tribute. Capital of Moonlake has been successfully attacked by the army of Windpeak. So my allies are destabilizing their neighbors quite a bit. And you guys want me to grow the city to the first ambition? So I will work on that. Grow the city. That is my priority. My main priority. There's going to be a lot of other things I'm going to be managing. Kleb, you have a lot of inspections to run. And then hopefully we'll be able to have you go on a date with Aberin and get rid of that torturous desire. Does that mean Moonlake is independent now? No. It just means that they've attacked, you know, the vassal state of Moonlake, and Stardale didn't necessarily intervene. My family are not getting along with one another. Much at all. Alright, there's 2 more urgent inspections left to be made. clubs in depression. I'm being warned I don't have enough wood, and I'm being warned that I have a dangerous neighbor. So my relationship with the Crystal King is dropped enough that they might start plotting against me, because he's competing for influence. Now, as soon as I get rid of the prisoners that I currently have, that -7 will go away. And I don't intend to keep the prisoners for very long. So he is starting to refuse to do work, so I am going to have him go spend time with Varn and hopefully repair some of his mood, because I don't want him to have a nervous breakdown. And they have a date today, so that's going to help a lot. So before I go on that date, I'm going to quickly run out to the trader and sell the prisoners before the prisoners escape, and also that will fix my relationship with Crystal Lake's king. And it also pays the taxes for the warriors, so the warriors are essentially paying for themselves. I have a little bit extra rutabaga and moonshine that I'll sell for some excess money too. In this transaction, I'm going to buy some light armor and shields. And the reason for that is I have another bandit camp that I want to hit. And in order to hit the bandit camp, it would be good for me to have better gear. So I have 4 maces. I'm going to buy a spear, 5 shields, 5 light armor. So it's a pretty considerable amount of stuff that I'm purchasing here, but I think it will better allow me to combat the bandits in my territory. So that was a big sale there. Now, are you guys healed? 4 injuries, no injuries, 1 injury, 3 injuries. Yeah, they still need more time. So, like, the 3 injuries will take about a day or 2 to heal up. I might not have that kind of time. There's a lot of bandits in these camps, Camp of Forest bandits. So there's some semblance of urgency here. What I could do is like hire them out, but that's going to upset everyone around me. So I think what's probably best is for me to build up the forces to be able to counter them. So in that case, I might want to spend a little bit more money on another Varn mercenary to bring in someone that's particularly skilled in killing bandits. Alright, now they're spend some time together. This seems like a bit of a bug, as it's looping. Warriors are deserting the city. So one of the warriors was unhappy, and they're deciding to leave. And it doesn't surprise me, because they haven't been really tended to in mood-wise. Okay, I think this is like a looping seduction bug. Let me try to fix this. May have to save and load. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna quickly save and load. See if I can't get that resolved. So despite the fact that you guys... I'll put it this way. One of the ways to grow to your first ambition is the happier your people are, obviously, the more you're going to have migrations into your territory. So for me to resolve a lot of the mood problems that I have actually benefits the whole growth. So I think what my priority really is grow the city by improving the morale of its citizens. Or its peasants. Alright, so he's going to have a nervous breakdown in 21 hours if I don't get his mood up. So I'm keeping an eye. Actually, he just climbed out of his depression, so I don't have to immediately worry about that. Which is good. In terms of inspections, all but the wheat field is done. And I think it wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea to get another rye field going. I think if we did that, I might want to wait for one of the rutabaga farms that I have right now to be harvested, and then to switch it over to rye, because rye is more fertility sensitive than rutabaga, and then we can move the rutabaga to an empty spot. Because down here, it's a bit too far away from our warehouses and infrastructure and housing in order to efficiently use that terrain, at least for now. It will take a little bit of time for me to build up the infrastructure to be able to support farming down there. Ooh, boy. That's not good. Our dear bishop and Kleb hate one another. They have a lot of religious disagreements. So that's something to also be resolved. I have a lot of relationship issues that need addressing. One of the ways I could do this is I could pay a whole bunch of money to get blessings for my sins, or buy more rings to beg for forgiveness from the bishop, and I don't think that's necessarily a terrible idea, using some of the wealth that we have in order to fix the rift between those two. So I'm going to have Kleb do his inspections, because we have some inspections running out, and then as soon as those inspections are done, to work towards repairing his mood. Dust Valley is offering to lend money to us, and then there is the bandits that have yet to be dealt with in our own territory. And now there's 10 of them. They keep going up. Hiring some more mercs. All right. He's almost too moody to start working again. So after this inspection, I'll probably have him try to spend time with Avaren and repair that mood. Alright, other warnings. Harvest the rye crop. Let me refresh this. Keep warning me to harvest rye crop, but I harvest my rye crop, so I'm not really sure what it's yapping at me about. Thank you for tuning in to Norland, which originally streamed live on Twitch as a marathon August 17th and August 18th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind that this episode was cut from a marathon, meaning that feedback cannot be incorporated. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams, and if you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you at next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Varn.